Welcome everyone, it is I, the Spoony Gamer, and today we are finally getting around to reviewing Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. If you haven't played this game and you own a PlayStation Vita and or have a Steam account, you are able to pick up this game, and I highly recommend it, especially if you like visual novel style games. But it is a bit different than your typical visual novel game. It plays a lot like a Phoenix Wright game where you go and collect your evidence and present it in a court-based setting through the class trials, and we will get to that in just a little bit. But let's talk a little bit about Danganronpa's story. You take the role of Makoto Naebe, a high schooler who is known as the ultimate lucky student. And he walks into Hope's Peak Academy after getting his acceptance letter, only to black out and wake up in a classroom. The first thing that he notices is that the windows are bolted shut with these metal doors, and they can't see the outside world. He immediately notices that there's also a security camera in the room that he wakes up in. Upon going to the entrance hall of the school, he learns that there are 14 other students who share the same fate as him. They all can't remember what happened after entering the hall. They all passed out and woke up in different rooms through the school. They have no memory of even who they are. They've never met before. And the story goes on from there. So they go to the dining hall to kind of get acquainted with each other, and that is when Monokuma pops up. Monokuma introduces himself as the headmaster of the school and tells them that they are forever stuck here their entire lives unless they graduate. He tells them in order to graduate, they must kill another classmate and get away with the murder. After the murder, they go through a class trial, and if the person who committed the murder can get away with it, they become blackened and are able to be graduated and go to the outside of the school, while the others all die. Now, if the blackened loses, they get a punishment that's pretty horrific. Just to say, I'm not going to spoil the death scenes for you if you haven't watched them, because they are a bit of a shock factor as you're watching them go down. But the game is well thought out and its story keeps you interested. You definitely feel that urge to push through to learn why you're stuck here, what's going on. You can't trust any of your classmates, but yet the game does so well to make you feel like all of your classmates are your friends, and you can't imagine someone wanting to betray another student and kill them. Even after you solve a murder and find out who killed who, you still can't bring yourself to hate that character. One, because of the motives that were there to drive them forward to do so, and two, they are so incredibly written you feel a connection with the characters themselves. And a game that can do that, make it so they murder another character and still make you like the person who murdered, that's brilliant writing. Some of the characters do fall into that typical Japanese stereotype when it comes to anime characters, but they're different enough that they feel they belong in there. Some characters definitely stand out more, other characters are a bit more obnoxious than others, some characters seem a bit more irrelevant than others, but each character does bring something to the story. Whether or not it's a little bit of comic relief, whether or not it's a little bit more or less to throw confused parts, because not everybody's going to be great at detective work, let's face it. The class trials is where the game shines. The class trials is where the game gets really exciting. I personally found the class trials the best highlights of the game, simply for the fact they're fast-paced, you're timed, you have to present evidence on the spot, there's different things that are just incorporated through the gameplay here, and that's being shown. it really gets your tension rising, and as that tension rises, I think it adds a little bit more depth personally for me when I found out some of the truths behind who committed the murders, their motives behind it. And you do feel a sense of accomplishment after every trial you have completed. If you haven't played Danganronpa, I would highly recommend it, especially if you're into the Japanese anime, especially if you're into anime video games, and especially if you're into graphic novel games as well. Danganronpa has no shortage of story, and it has one twist you do not see coming at the end. Highly recommend it to anybody who owns a Vita, who is looking for a game on Steam to play. Vita owners, this is one of those games for the Vita that you should have. It is a gem on that system. Just like the Vita itself, it's such an overlooked system, and it's sad. It's sad how much it gets overlooked. You've been watching the Spoony Gamer, guys. Be sure to hit subscribe there for me. New content will come your way. Be sure to leave in the comments down below what you think of Danganronpa. Have you played it? Have you not? Have you been curious about it? Let me know in the comments below. You've been watching the Spoony Gamer. Most importantly, stay happy, be happy, game happy. The Spoony Gamer is checking out.